Can ambition and rural development walk hand in hand? Picture a small village, a place where the laughter of children mingles with the rustle of wind through lush green fields, where quaint houses dot the landscape like a scene from a postcard. This is home to our story's protagonists, two friends in their 30s, each with a twinkle in their eye that hints at a dream bigger than their humble surroundings. One day, as they sat under the shade of a grand old tree, they shared a conversation that would change the course of their lives and that of their village. "We need to do something to uplift our village, my friend," said the first, his voice filled with determination. "You're right," replied the second, matching his friend's enthusiasm. "Let's start a business and bring prosperity to our people." Their words were not mere idle chatter. They were seeds of ambition, taking root in their hearts and minds. And just like a seed, their dream required nurturing, patience, and hard work to grow. Thus began their journey, a journey that saw them working tirelessly, interacting with their fellow villagers, and starting different community initiatives like schools, healthcare centers, and small-scale industries. But as with any journey, there were challenges and detractors. Skepticism crept into the hearts of some villagers who whispered, "These two men have ulterior motives. They're using us for their personal gain." Despite the whispers and the trials that lay ahead, they remained steadfast, their resolve unbroken. Their ambition was not for personal gain, but for the prosperity and upliftment of their village, their home. With fire in their hearts and a vision in their minds, they embarked on their journey. And so begins the story of the ambitious villager, a tale of dreams, determination, and the power of ambition to transform a village and its people. But every journey has its trials, doesn't it? As our ambitious friends began to sow the seeds of prosperity in their quaint village, they found themselves under the scrutinizing gaze of their fellow villagers. The initiative was not without its detractors, as suspicions began to brew in the hearts of some. Are their intentions genuine, or are they merely using us for their own gains? They questioned. The whispers of doubt turned into a chorus of skepticism, casting a shadow over the friends' noble efforts. The skepticism eventually took a more tangible form, morphing into accusations that landed one of our friends, friend one, in a courtroom. Staring up at the stern face of the judge, he found himself in the midst of a test of trust, a test that seemed to be heavily rigged against him. As he stood in the dock, the murmurs of the villagers echoed in his ears. He could see the doubt in their eyes, the same eyes that once held hope and admiration. The charges against him were grave, and the evidence, albeit circumstantial, was damning. The courtroom was filled with tension, each tick of the clock sounding like a drumbeat leading to an inevitable verdict. And then, the moment of truth arrived. The judge, with a gravitas that silenced the courtroom, delivered the verdict. "I hereby sentence you, friend one, to 5 years in prison for the crimes you have been accused of." The words hung in the air, heavy with the weight of their implications. The gavel came down, echoing through the hushed courtroom. The silence that followed was deafening as friend one was led away, his dreams and ambitions momentarily shackled. The villagers watched, their faces a mix of relief, disbelief, and regret. The ambitious journey of the two friends had hit an unexpected roadblock, and the village was left in a state of uncertainty. The skepticism had won for now. The journey of change is never easy, and our friends were learning this the hard way. But as they say, every setback is a setup for a comeback. As the gavel came down, so did a chapter of their lives. But this was not the end, it was merely a detour on the road to achieving their dreams. But when has ambition ever been curtailed by circumstances? From the confines of a small village, friend one found himself in the heart of a bustling city. The towering skyscrapers, the ceaseless pace, the endless opportunities, it was all daunting. But nestled within his heart was a spark of ambition, a desire to rise above his past, to rewrite his destiny. In the city, he started out small. He wasn't welcomed with open arms. Instead, he was met with skepticism, doubt, and sometimes open hostility. But friend one was not one to be deterred. He was a man on a mission, and nothing could stand in his way. He worked relentlessly, day and night, fueled by his unwavering determination. He was a man with a plan, a man who knew what he wanted and would stop at nothing to get it. He was a man who believed in himself even when the world didn't. His hard work began to pay off. His small venture started to grow, slowly but surely. His persistence began to bear fruit. The world, which once looked down upon him, now began to take notice. He was not just a villager anymore. He was a successful businessman, the owner of a thriving empire. His achievements were a testament to his indomitable spirit. But success didn't make him arrogant. It didn't make him forget his roots. He always carried the lessons he learned from his humble beginnings. He knew the value of hard work, the importance of determination, and the power of dreams. He had risen from the ashes of his past, built an empire from nothing, and proved his detractors wrong. He had turned his dreams into reality, and in the process, he had become a beacon of hope for others. His journey was a testament to the power of ambition, a reminder that no matter where you come from, no matter what challenges you face, you can always rise above them. You can always create your own destiny. Success, they say, is the best revenge. And friend one's success was indeed the sweetest revenge. His empire was not just a symbol of his success, but a beacon of hope for others, a testament to the power of ambition, determination, and hard work. Opening. But what happens when the past knocks on your door? Well, let's take a look at our young lad here, a chip off the old block, full of curiosity and questions. He's got a love interest too, a spirited girl with fiery eyes and a heart full of courage. Together they embark on a journey not just of love, but of discovery. A quest to uncover the roots of our friend, the ambitious villager, the young boy's father. And so, with a heart full of courage and a mind brimming with curiosity, our young hero sits hunched over his computer, his fingers dancing across the keyboard, the screen casting a glow on his determined face. The search for his father's past begins. The search for the roots of the man who dared to dream. The man who dared to change not just his own destiny, but that of an entire village. Meanwhile, the ambitious villager, now a successful businessman in the city, sits in his grand office, surrounded by the fruits of his hard work. The walls adorned with the accolades of his success, but in the midst of all this, something is missing. The connection to his past, the connection to his land. And then, a knock on the door, a moment of surprise, a moment of disbelief, and then, a moment of recognition. The reunion of a father and his son, the reunion of a man with his roots. There's a sense of fulfillment, a sense of coming full circle. In the end, it's not just about the reunion of two individuals. It's about the reunion of a man and his land. The ambitious villager, who dared to dream, dared to change, dared to rise, is finally home, in the eyes of his son, in the heart of his land. Closing, a reunion that was not just of two individuals, but of a man and his land. Can a seed sown in the past bear fruit in the present? This question echoes as our young boy takes on the monumental task of revitalizing his father's village. With a heart full of ambition and a mind brimming with innovative ideas, he begins to breathe new life into this quaint settlement. He establishes schools, healthcare centers, and even small-scale industries, providing the villagers with opportunities they had only dreamed of. The village begins to thrive, its people glowing with newfound hope and prosperity. But just as the sun begins to shine brightly over the village, dark clouds of deceit and malice gather on the horizon. A villain, envious and bitter, plots to destroy the reputation of our young boy and his father. But our protagonist is not easily swayed. With courage in his heart and determination in his eyes, he stands tall, ready to protect his people and his legacy. When the roots are strong, the tree can withstand any storm. What does it take to transform a dream into reality? It takes a heart full of ambition, a mind full of ideas, and a spirit that is unbreakable. It's about the young boy who turned the tides of his destiny. From his father's humble beginnings, he rose to become the richest man in the country. His accomplishments were not just his own, but that of an entire village. In the heart of the village, the young boy found love. Their marriage was a celebration of unity, of shared dreams, and a common vision for their homeland. Their bond was a symbol of hope, a promise of a bright future for their village. With resilience and determination, the young boy transformed the village. Modern amenities found their way into the heart of the rural landscape. Prosperity was no longer a distant dream but a reality they lived each day. And so the ambitious villager stood tall, a testament to the power of ambition and the potential of rural development.